Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. Scouting reports very detailed, Clark. Talk about the types of insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically player tendencies and team tendencies. How do they win? What areas are they really strong in? A team being excellent on the glass or tremendous in transition offense or very physical. I mean, just those types of nuggets that you would have for a team and then individual players so that you could try to position them to not be at their best by what you did to counteract them.
Good explanation. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he was the 3rd pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the 2nd straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And he's good on the second. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Here is Porter. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris finds Porter. From deep three-point range.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Unable to get that one. Simmons against Harris. Dishes it to Porter. Morris looking over the floor. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And he makes that one.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Millsap. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The pass to Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The 76ers #1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
The 19-foot shot, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris passes to Jokic. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Richardson. There's the lob to the hoop. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. Outside Millsap. For 3, Harris. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Fantastic defensive instincts, encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
With the floater, and Morris with the lay-in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The 76ers leading by 4. Shot on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
You know, you can't help but love the way the Nuggets create on offense. This is a free-flowing, fun team to watch. A lot of movement and an excellent passing team. Second in the league in assists last year. Outstanding for a young basketball team.
Out to Harris from downtown. Another 3 for Denver.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Releases. Misses off the right iron. And with the Nuggets, Clark, all those assists, even with a slow pace of play. That was something.
Yeah, you know what? I agree, but they really were their best when they played up-tempo, I thought. It makes use of their home court advantage, gets the crowd involved. But really, guys, it was the passing. They play with such a high IQ and have so many good playmakers. It's beautiful to watch.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
You know, the defense was on the shooter, but in the end, sometimes you just have to tip your hat to better offense.
Goes up on the wing. 76ers moving the ball around. Count that one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's sent back by Horford. And he's able to get it back.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Embiid trying to break loose. No good. Good defense by Jokic. Knocked loose. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shot from 12. Fires from deep. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Morris kicks to Jokic. To the middle. Here's Millsap. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
With long arms and excellent skill and understated strength, Millsap bullies the defender on the finish.
And the wide open shot from Morris. That shot off the mark. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Morris. To the paint. And Embiid with the block.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Tobias Harris comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Simmons. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Boy, the Sixers have come a long way in a short period of time. I mean, 2 years after finishing as the fourth worst team in the league, guys, they came within a few points of making the Eastern Conference Final.
Checking out the stats for Tobias Harris. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And the Sixers team has championship aspirations. Clark, can they make it out of the East, do you think?
Yeah, I think this Sixers team, guys, is very much capable of being an Eastern Conference champion. I mean, we forget about all the midseason trades they had a season ago. They didn't have a lot of time to ferment and gel. I think with a full season, training camp and a full season, with the players they have, they're going to be a force in the East for several years.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Passes it to Bull. Clock at 6. And that's going to be a travel.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
The 76ers leading by 4. The pass to Scott. Fires from the wing, but they'll get another chance. Embiid, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Craig passes to Bull. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Well, we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Horford.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Number 1 is Joel Embiid. And, of course, Jokic.
The work this twosome has done on the boards over that period cannot be overlooked. They've both been big factors.
Craig can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 4. Harris looking it over. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
No good from Grant. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Burke. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot from the wing and stolen by Bull. Beasley finds Hernan Gomez. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Pass the Bull to the inside. Here's Craig. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers leading by 4. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that's massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
That one goes in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lets it fly. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Philadelphia shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Pass to Craig. Takes a 3. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers lead. O'Quinn in the post. To the middle. Scott, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Beasley for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly.
Completely new group here for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Millsap against Horford. Passes it to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Embiid, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Now here's Porter, guarded closely. Outside Millsap. He kicks it to Morris. Over Simmons. He can't get that one to fall. And Philadelphia the other way now. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
From past the arc. And the 76ers get it back. And the dunk by Embiid. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. It's tipped. Millsap kicks to Morris. Embiid against Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
First one falls for him.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Good on both. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Morris passes to Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Richardson.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Millsap down low, guarded by Horford, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Horford.
Millsap's no stranger to physical play, doesn't avoid contact, and that helps him get to the free throw line quite a bit.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
He hits the second from the line. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Porter with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Porter, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
5 on the clock. Morris finds Jokic. No good with the triple.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Releases from 15, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
An aggressive offensive player. When Harris has a quality look inside, he takes advantage of it.
Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Denver's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Millsap in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Morris passes to Jokic. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. And it's sent back by Horford. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots, connects from three-point range. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Denver. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. He has 30.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's Craig, guarded by Simmons. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Embiid. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Gary Harris is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Morris finds Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Another miss by Jokic. The 76ers leading by 4. Simmons, the bounce pass. That one good for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. And there's the pass to Jokic. Fades away. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Embiid drives in.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Harris passes to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to be more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And that one misses. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Count it. Richardson's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the Nuggets were a surprise team to many last year, but they look poised to be good for a long time.
I could not agree with you more. They were the youngest team in the Western Conference, guys, in terms of the playoffs, and they've got a solid salary cap situation. This could be the start of a golden age for the Nuggets, pun intended. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the 2 critical positions, a 6'10" point guard and a 7'2" center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. And Jokic drops them both.
And, you know, the potential the Joker has is exciting. Jokic, a big man who can score, pass, and rebound, and do all of those well. Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
The first one falls. And Clark, the media recognizing Malone by naming him a Coach of the Year finalist.
Well, you think about the way the Nuggets defense improved last year. It's testimony to Mike Malone and his attention to detail, particularly at the defensive end. The roster's all in on Malone as their leader, and that means the Nuggets are going to be a force for a while.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Embiid trying to break loose. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Harris, defended by Scott. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And that one's good, Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 9. Morris finds Jokic. Millsap with it, shoots over Scott. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For the Nuggets, Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. Jeremy Grant comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Beasley in for Harris. The Nuggets trail by 9. Grant outside. Back to Morris. Pass to Bol. To the paint. Morris, no good.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game.
Team's changing it up here. That's good from Simmons.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Millsap looking it over. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
A three-pointer is right on target. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
And that one, good. 43 points in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Beasley uses the glass to finish the layup.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
The three. 76ers moving the ball around. And that one is good.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Outside Millsap. Passes it to Craig. Beasley right side. Offline with his three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been...
Oh, man! Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Poked away. Here's Bolden. Hernan Gomez covering. Good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the 76ers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean,
Take a break.
they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Porter comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. And Beasley drops both of them. 26 seconds left in the third. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your 76ers, number 35. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Denver shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now the pass to Millsap. One second left. He gets that one. Millsap's got 10.
You know, some guys would be shaken by a defender right in their jersey like that, but not Paul Millsap. He's always cool and under control, drains the jumper.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Beasley. Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Simmons. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Millsap left side. Clock at 4. Outside Porter. He dishes it to Harris. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. It's gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. On the wing, Porter. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. Think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
And the basket by Horford.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Pass to Porter. Millsap in the corner. Simmons pulls it in. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Porter against Simmons. Porter dishes to Millsap. Beasley outside. Millsap's against Embiid. Millsap pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Horford. Outside, Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Horford gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk...
Both teams deciding to change it up. Simmons against Morris. Grant outside. Outside Millsap. And again, Denver no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't...
That's how you attack.
Oh, man. my. Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Pass to Jokic. The dish now to Grant. Kicks to Morris. Outside Millsap. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. That shot no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Scott. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Grant. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That one falls. 9 points for Ben Simmons.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The pass to Millsap. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Beasley comes to the double team, to the middle. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Millsap misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Fades back. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with a height advantage. The fade away was really his only choice, but still a tough shot.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jokic, no good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Scott. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Paul Millsap picks one up. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bull. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Congrats on the win tonight, Shea. You guys have come out of the gate very strong this year. What has been the key to the hot start?
Hey, DA, man, we know what's at stake, man. We're on a mission this season. You know, we won't be taking any prisoners. It's get up our way or get run over, man. That's how we see it. So, let's get it.
That is a team that's going to be tough to move around and beat down the stretch. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
You guys were firing in all cylinders tonight. I was wondering if you could talk about your defense. How were you able to stop those guys from getting all those shots that they wanted?
We were all dialed in on D tonight. And when everyone is on point like this, hey, we can take away whatever you're trying to do. Doesn't matter who you are. Bring the heat. We got something for it.
What do you think the key was to your hot scoring tonight?
Felt like I was, playing pretty loose, which is always a good thing. And a lot of that's because my teammates who kept finding me in the good spots. I think we moved the ball well, too, and strung together a bunch of good decisions in a row. When you do that, good things are bound to happen, and that's what we did tonight.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.